I feel like there are actually a lot of different things that can shape a person or influence them as to how they may or may not turn out to be. What has really affected me most as a person actually happens to be a time in my life that's actually been quite recent. It happened on March 6th. My mom actually called me while I was in one of my classes at school, and she asked me if I could get out. And the first thing I thought was, good Lord, I'm in trouble, and maybe it wasn't something I was going to want to hear. So I actually wasn't expecting what I heard. She actually called me about my brother, who at the time was in the hospital for a blood clot up in his left shoulder. They had actually found more than just a blood clot. They had actually done an MRI and found a mass in his chest. He was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. Although this really wasn't anything anyone would ever want to hear, I can honestly say that's affected me more than I ever thought it could as a person, and it's completely changed me and taught me so much and totally shaped me into a different person. My brother spent about, I want to say, 3 weeks in the hospital, and from the many trips I made up there, I honestly feel like I never went in there and saw him not smiling, never went in there without him being the same Hunter. You just never know he had cancer, and never let it stop himself from smiling, and he never definitely let it stop himself from putting a smile on others' faces. We were actually talking about the difference between benign and malignant, and he asked me what kind of tumor he had, and I said yours is malignant. And he looked at me and he just said, "Well, that's stupid," and just kind of tried to get everyone else laughing in the room. He definitely just gave us an example of how he continues to keep everyone smiling even in the toughest of times, and he really did teach me to keep smiling even when you don't feel like you should have to. Just keep smiling and pushing through the toughest times. Another thing is that my brother's played baseball since the age of 4 and has consumed pretty much most of his life since then. He's on select, school, anything you name it, he's played it, done it. He actually was so concerned about not being able to play baseball, but now that he thinks about it, he said, I'm not going to let cancer stop me from playing baseball. He said, I'm going to play baseball. He'll tell anyone that, and I think that's just amazing. I think that's really cool because he's really taught me to just continue to do what you love at all costs. Continue to push through the tough times so that you can always never give up on what you love. You have to continue to follow your heart and never give up on the things that you love. I really think the most important thing that my brother's actually taught me is to never get discouraged. And I told him one day, I asked him, I said, do you want me to go get anything to drink and you want anything to eat? And he looked at me and said, I'm fine. He said, will you stop worrying about me? He said, I'm fine. I know I'm going to be fine. Just so casually, he knows that he's going to be okay. He doesn't get discouraged with himself or the cancer. He just knows that he doesn't let anything bring him down. And I think that it's such a great thing that he has such a positive attitude. And he's taught me so much to just never put yourself in a bad mood, even when you have a reason to, because it's just going to get you nowhere. I think even though things have been really tough these last couple of months, I can honestly say that this experience has shaped me so much as a person. And for Hunter to be so sick, yet so high-spirited, just gives me so much motivation in life, and just gives me so much courage for him. And I've just been so lucky to watch him turn into the man that he is. For him to shape me so much as a person has just been amazing. He is just such a strong person, and I'm just so proud to be able to say that my younger brother has been able to shape me through one of his tough times in life.